Hi, it's Tiffany from New Dawn Tarot, and I'm here to do your tarot card reading for Tuesday, May 30th, 2023. We'll be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I've done two, we'll do one more and get started. Please give the collective guidance for Tuesday, May 30th, 2023 with a 5-card read. Please tell the collective what we need to know about the past, the overall energy for the day on Tuesday, the hidden influences, the advice for the collective to be successful, and the outcome for Tuesday. All right, so hopefully everyone is recovering from their fabulous weekend. In the past, we have the 9 of Wands. The overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The hidden influences is the 3 of Swords. The advice is the Empress in reverse. And the outcome is the Hermit in reverse. So we have 3 major arcana. So in the past, we have the 9 of Wands upright. And the 9 of Wands can mean protecting yourself, as in, you know, you're putting up strong boundaries, like the boundaries that this person has put up. And it also means that you have been through it. You have been through it. You're still standing, but it's been a long, tough journey. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's not as bad as it seems. I know it seems bad with the 3 of Swords, but the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as the overall energy, it can be a fateful event. It can be a fateful event, especially with this 3 of Swords, which would be negative. But it's kind of something where you can't avoid your destiny, kind of an Oedipal kind of thing. But in most cases, it means that you just have to work. You have to work to bring about change. It's not going to happen serendipitously. So you're going to have to turn the wheel. Just like, you know, in the old days when you didn't have power steering, or your friend's car didn't have power steering, and they would have to turn that wheel about 1,000 times to make a simple right-hand turn or left-hand turn. It's kind of that kind of thing where you're going to have to work at this to straighten it out or correct it. The 3 of Swords as the hidden influence it could be a frustrating delay. It can be a painful realization, hurtful insights, devastating news, anything like that. That is what's at the heart of this. The 3 of Swords is pain and difficulty. Every now and again, it means a release after pain, but in general, that's what the 3 of Swords is. And the advice is the Empress in reverse. And so all of those things that the Empress upright does for others, she is supportive and nurturing and caring. You're going to turn those things in onto yourself if that's what's needed. And also the Empress in reverse encourages you to embrace your feminine side, your softer side, the more nurturing, less critical side. That is the advice. And the outcome is the Hermit in reverse. So with the Hermit in reverse, when I saw it, it totally reminded me of many years ago in grad school. One of my professors gave me the best advice as a therapist. I used to be a therapist. I don't do that anymore. But the professor said, "You are a lighthouse, not a lifeboat." And I think going to school to be therapists, we're all emoting all kinds of empathy and sympathy and all of these things. And that was the best advice I got. You are a lighthouse, not a lifeboat. And also with the Hermit reverse, it means that all of that time that you spend in your head, going round and round with yourself about trying to make sense of something or what happened and how you feel about it, it's time to move on. And it doesn't have to be something that happens quickly or overnight or today, but it's time to, I always say with the Hermit is on the mountain in reverse, it's time to get off the mountain. It's time to go back out. It's time to share what you know, what you've learned. And this whole situation reminds me of two things. So one is, I'm almost sure, because I'm doing these before the holiday so I don't get behind. And I think my doctor's appointment for hormone replacement therapy is Tuesday. And it's kind of like, I feel like this is the way I feel. And this is what I'm trying to do with this appointment, because this sucks. But I am trying to kind of balance out and get that balance of take care of myself and also embrace my feminine side. And I was joking I got the referral from a doctor. I was joking with her and I said, I have the estrogen levels of a 5-year-old girl. And she's like, well, let me send you to this person. And so I think that's kind of what that is. And it also reminds me of, I really regret many, many years ago having a friend who was losing her house. And so she was getting divorced. And she had one of those variable mortgages and it shot up. This was around like that 2008 time. And it ended up shooting up to the point where she wasn't going to be able to do it by herself. And she's like, I think I'm going to end up losing my house. And we were talking like, are you going to be able to sell it? And she's like, that's what I'm going to try to do instead of, just letting it go and not getting anything. But just the stress of that. And she asked, I'm thinking about going to the doctor and getting an antidepressant. What do you think? And I was like, kind of not as supportive as I should have been, because clearly that's what she needed. And I was like, I think you can do it without the antidepressants. You kind of already have your plan. And if you do this, and I've always regretted not telling her, if that's what you think you need to do, then do it. And just this Empress in reverse, you don't want to be, especially if someone else is bringing you a problem or heartache, and make sure that you are not hypercritical or judgmental, that kind of thing. But you are a lighthouse, not a lifeboat. And if it's something outside of your wheelhouse, then it's like, I'm not sure. I think maybe you need to see a professional, but whatever, emotional support I can give you, I will give to you. It's kind of like that kind of situation. So we've been using the Madame Endor cards. So it's the fortune cards. So we will do that again today. Why not? For the collective. Emotions are at their peak. So I will read water. Water. Water is the element of change and emotion and represents the nurturing forces of nature. The influences of water may be found in those who are caring and persistent, although they may be temperamental at times. The signs of the zodiac that are governed by water are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Emotions are at their peak. If it is you, then you can bring change. If you've had a difficult or painful situation, you can bring about change. You can improve things, self-improvement. So overall, do not neglect your feminine side or your feminine qualities, whether you're dealing with yourself or others today. And that is your reading for Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow.